Okay, today's topic is about government grant class. Okay, it's about government grant. Okay, so first, as you can mention, you must know when to recognize it. As mentioned in this case, on the 1st January, okay, on the 1st January, receive a 30,000 government grant. Means that on the 1st January is a date that you can start to recognize the grant. Reasonably certain that you have met all the conditions. So second, you need to know the type of the grant itself. What is the type of the grant class? As you can see now, the government grant is related to the equipment. So when the type of grant is related to the equipment, so it's what? It's related to the asset. Can I know what is the two methods that you learned before this? One is a deferred income method. Another one is what? Yes, deduct from carrying amount of your asset. So we read the case class. Yes, it's for like 6 years. The grant was netted off. The grant was netted off against the cost of the equipment. Means that class, they are using a deduction from carrying amount of the asset. Once you know that, you know what the method to be used. So we proceed to number 3. Is your measurement. Class, in terms of recognition and the measurement. So we proceed to see the question asks you to do, as you can see now, the question requires you to do when 31st December 2007 had not yet been done. So it means that 2006 they have recognized it, but 2007 they does not record it. So you need to see, is there any entry that they have to do or any adjustment to be made on this director. Okay, from this question, as you can see, I start with 2006 first, because you need to know your carrying amount, then you can know to proceed. Alright, let me read together. On the 1st January, you receive a grant of 30,000 with the cost of the machine 90,000 and the useful life for 6 years. Okay, class. So you have to net off against the cost of equipment. So on your initial class, on your initial, the PPE itself, the cost of the asset itself, class, 90k minus with your 30k grant. So your initial of your asset will be your 60k. So can I know what is your depreciation for the 2006 only? So you can see 60k divided by 6 years. You see, useful life of 6 years, you get 10k only per year after you deduct. You use 10k, 60k because it's initial. So this is your subsequent depreciation. Okay, class. Now, if you can see, on the 1st January 2007, okay, can I know my carrying amount? Now, for 2006, 31st December, so 60k, you will minus if your depreciation of 10k, you will get 50k carrying amount. But in this case, actually, you no need to calculate. Why, class? Why you no need to calculate this? Because question have give you ready. On the 1st January 2007, the equipment have a carrying amount of 50,000. So in the exam later, if you calculate, no marks given. This is considered you waste your time in the exam because they have given you the carrying amount. So first thing, my video is more focusing on the principle behind it. Okay, first you need to know when to recognize, what is the type of grant, the method used, and how is the measurement is. Now, you see, on the 1st January, the use of the equipment itself was changed. No longer accordance to the grant. Means that you do not meet the requirement by the grant. Grant asks you equipment for a purpose. But if you change the purpose of the equipment, you have to pay back full. So on the date of 1st January, because on the 1st January you revoke the purpose of the grant itself. So now, what is your accounting treatment for 2007? So now, as you can see here, the carrying amount is 50k, 31st December 2006. So now, you are in the 1st January 2007, 50k, class remember, you have to remember, IAS 8, you have to use prospectively. Alright, means that you don't need to do a retrospectively, you only do prospectively. Means that you have to add back your 30k. Remember just now at the beginning of the initial of your 2006, you minus your 30k, means that class you must also add back your 30k because your grant have been revoked. Okay, your grant have been revoked, you must add back 30k. However, you have to remember this 30k also have a depreciation, because initially this 30k is on 1st January 2006. So if I extract what is my depreciation at that particular of the 30k divide by the 6 years, before this I have saved 5k per year. Okay class, I repeat, initially you are using 60k, divide by 6, you get 10k, because you save your depreciation due to you have deduct this 30k. Should be your depreciation is higher. However, because you have deduct the asset of the 30k, your depreciation only 10k. Due to the grant is revoked, you have to do a prospectively, which is at 2007 only. You don't need to go back to your 2006. Alright, so you have to charge 5k because this 30k not yet been charged before this. So therefore, at the initial, your 50k we plus with 30 minus 5k after your depreciation net. So therefore, at the 1st January 2007 will be 75k. So what is your subsequent after this? What is your carrying amount now on your 31st December 2007? You have to calculate a new depreciation. 75k divide by remaining useful life. 75k divide by 5, you will get 15k per year. So your subsequent will be minus depreciation 15k, then you will get 60k, your carrying amount of the 31st December 2007. So can I know my total depreciation for 2007? Good. 5k, your depreciation being charged at that year. As I mentioned, you are using prospectively. You don't need to charge this 5k in 2006. You charge in this year, and this year as well you have your depreciation of 15k. So your total depreciation at that year will be 20k. So what is your presentation class? If you can see here now, 2006 carrying amount is 50k. 2007 your carrying amount is 60k. So what is your journal entries? Adjustment entries, because director not yet recorded. Back to the question, had not yet been done, you see. So class, your journal entries will be Debit PPE will be only 10k, because currently at the carrying amount previously is 50, now the carrying amount is 60, and you know it's only increased 10k. Debit PPE 10k. Debit depreciation, how much you charge in your P&L this year? As I mentioned just now, 20k. The 5k that you saved last year, but you have to charge immediately at this year because the grant have been revoked. So total this year your depreciation is 20k. Class, you have to pay back the grant. Due to that, you have your liabilities. Why credit liabilities? Because you have to pay back your 30k to the government. Alright, this is a government grant. It's an obligation to pay back to the government 30k. Okay, so that's why you have an obligation here. So this is the adjustment entries for, when is it, class? 31st in year 2007. So this is a government grant. Class, remember, for SBR level, you must explain in the essay form. You must explain in the narrative, mention about when to recognize, type of grant, the method being used. You have to, but even focusing on this. You save 5k. You see, you save 5k here. And next, you're talking about IAS 8 as well, because this is a changes in accounting estimate. When I say changes in accounting estimate, means that prospectively, when the grant have been revoked, grant cancel because you didn't use the equipment for the right purpose, so the government instruct to pay back every single thing. So that's why your 30k previously need to add back, but you only recognize the net because the 5k depreciation that you saved last year need to be charged this year. So at this 2007 itself, you have a new depreciation because you have a new carrying amount, which is divided by the remaining life. So total depreciation is 20k, and at the end is your 60k. Class, remember, for SBR level, you only recognize the adjustment entries. So you only add 10k of your PPE, depreciation will charge immediately, expense of 10k, which is 15k arising from particular year, and the 5k from the previous being charged immediately. All these terms I need in your essay, and at the end the government grant should be as a liability because it's an obligation to pay back. I want to see the full essay. Try to do an essay for this question. You see how to construct from the beginning until end of your sentence. Thank you.